Hi doctor, my name is Mai. My metric number is 204340. So today's article I want to enjoy the Shakespeare's Sonnet 27, William Shakespeare's, regarded by many as the most outstanding poet and dramatist in the history of English literature and drama. It is also one of the most outstanding writers in the history of Western literature and art, and one of the most outstanding playwrights in the world. He is known as Britain's national poet and the bird of all. The creation background. Sonnet is a short lyrical poem that originated in Italy and prevailed through Europe at the beginning of the Renaissance. The structure is very strict. It's divided in two parts. The upper part is 8 lines and the lower part is 6 lines. Shakespeare's sonnets are more structured, dividing the 14 lines in two parts. The first is 3-4 lines. The second is 2 lines of 10 syllables each, which remind lines A B A B, C D C D, E F E F, and G G. This format comes to be known as Shakespearean or Elizabethan. For a point, the more structured the poem, the more difficult it is to express his feelings. Shakespeare's sonnets are as free and unrestricted as his plays, and their language is imaginative and emotional. Next part. Let me analyze this article. This article is a directly exploration of the author's feelings and thoughts. So I directly basis on the point sentence to analyze. The first one, weary with toil, I haste me to my bed. In the first sentence, the author exploration tells the reader directly that he is exhausted. I think the emphasis of the fatigue in the first sentence is to extract with his for comfortable and beautiful dreams. The dear response for limbs with travel tired. In the second sentence, the author experienced that his travels caused his limbs to be exhausted. I have no idea what the author is doing on the journey. I guess the author is seeking for an investable goal. It may be to find a place suitable for his creation, or to find a suitable person. Next, but then begins to journey in my hand, to work my mind when bodies get occupied. In the third and fourth sentence, the author tells the reader that although he relaxes his body and gets rest, his mind does not rest. I think this sentence is to pave the way for his inner dream, emphasize his active mind and mental anxiety. Next two sentences. For the myself, from far where I abide, intend a zealous pilgrimage to them. The fifth and sixth sentence show the author's determination and awareness of the journey, which he regards as a pilgrimage with great devotion and dedication. Sentence 7 and 8. And keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind to see. Although he wanted to close his eyes very much, his body was against him. He kept his eyes open in the dark, but he could only see darkness. He was like a blind man who could only see darkness. Sentence 9 and 10. See that my soul's imaginary sight present shadow to my sight lies. In the ninth and 10th sentence, the author so can see the shadow in the dark, but in his real life, he cannot see anything. So the author sees the shadow in the dark through his imagination, which, like a Jew hung in ghastly night, makes black night beautiful and her old face new. In the 11th and 12th sentence, the author thinks the darkness terrifying. Here, the author uses a simile. He compares the finger in his imagination to a jewel hanging in the air. Gas are precious and beautiful, so in the author's imagination, darkness is no longer so terrible under the shine of gems. I think these two sentences emphasize the hidden emotions in the author's heart, a kind of peace and beauty in the author's heart. Those two sentences are the main theme of the full text. So that by day my limbs, by night my mind, for myself the quiet find. In the 30th and 40th sentence, the author cannot get rest during the day. In the evening, also the body is rested, but the mind is still active. The writer suddenly realized that he was so tired because of another person. The author may want to experience that he is exhausted from the relationship and that he wants to take a good rest. Finally, I think this poem has three messages. 1. The author's life is not easy and happy. 2. The author's heart is looking forward to another kind of life, the ideal self. Finally, this kind of dream and expectation makes the author more painful. So that's all of my opinion. Thanks for watching. Thank you.